Hello everyone. This is last lecture. We have a plan about the introduction to marine administrations of the Korea. We have reviewed general understanding of the marine administrations, including the terminology and the scope of the lecture. And the second lecture we have touched introduction to marine environment of Korea. And the third lecture we have discussed the footprint of the Korea marine administrations and the administrations for marine conservation and development. This is the last lecture about the marine safety. This chapter includes organization of the Marine Safety Bureau and related laws and plans for marine safety. And also we show the statistics of the major marine accidents in Korea and initiatives and research and development to prevent marine accidents. There are 4 divisions of the Marine Safety Bureau. The first one is Marine Safety Policy Division. Second one, Maritime Industry and Technology Division. Third one, Maritime Safety Management Division. And the fourth one is to Navigation Division. And also this function, we have affiliated institutions like Korea Coast Guard, Korean Maritime Safety Tribunal, Korea Maritime Transportation Safety Authority, Korea Maritime Dangerous Goods Inspections and Research Institute, Korea Institute of Airs to Navigation, and the Korean Register of Shipping, Fisheries Radio Communication Station, Korea Waterways Safety Association, Korea Marine Rescue Association. These all the affiliated institutions, the roles, responsibilities, duties. You can visit the website provided and you can find the details. Let me introduce one of the institution that has the role of the safety. That is KOMSA, K-O-M-S-A. The purpose of the establishment is to be a safeguard of people's life and property at sea through excellent maritime transportation, ship inspection, passenger ship operations, safety operations, and develop and research the technologies in the areas of the ship and its equipment, as well as maritime sectors. The KOMSA, their main services areas like education, broadcasting, and the development of technology related to maritime transportation safety. Another one is research on technical standards and ship inspection systems that comply with the International Convention on Ship Safety. And another one is data collection, investigation, research, and international operation related to maritime transportation safety. Let's continue. They have the main service area. Those are execution of tasks entrusted by the government, including ship inspection and passenger ships safety operations, and operation of ships safety information system and provision of information, and management of greenhouse gas, we call it GHG, emissions and air pollution from ships. And there are also many rules, regulations related to marine safety. You may visit also the English version, the website for detail related laws and regulations provided on the below bottom of this slide. Let's continue those laws and plans. We have various accidents and very sad story of those accidents, and we have amendment and also the reform of the organizations because of followed by those accidents. This slide shows the statistics of the 5 years marine accident. You can see the 2017 1939 ships experienced the accident, and about the half of them are the fishing boat. Fishing boat is relatively very inferior to the big merchant ships, and also they're more the small and small accident and incident. We have our country have about 65,000 fishing boats and about 1,000 merchant ship and another the leisure boat and other special function boat. Altogether in Korea we have around 100,000 about the 100,000 number of the ships. Let's see the major accident we have experienced. 1953, that is first big accident, and from this accident 330 people dead, 32 missed. It's a huge accident. And about 10 years later, another big accident, 140 dead. 1967, also the big accident, 94 dead. 1970, 26 dead. 1993, 292 dead. That's all. You can see the cause of the accident. The first one, overloaded. Second one, overloaded, bad weather. Third one, human error, collision. Fourth one, overloaded. Fifth one, overloaded. So it's repeated same error. It's make a big accident. That is the mysterious, but the retroactively we can imagine there is no proper action against those accidents and correct what the insufficient and what is improper, because that is continue. And this shows another major accident. Sea Prince has 5,035 ton crude oil spilled out, and 2007 10,000 crude oil spilled out. These two very notorious and the serious the oil pollution accident that we have experienced. And again, 2014, 2015, 2017, we have still a big accident experienced, like the cause, the typhoon, human error, old ship, bad weather, ship has broken, etc., etc. Many reasons. Recently, we have a really serious accident, Sewol. That is a car ferry ship. Happened to 2015 in springtime. The ship was sunk in a very calm sea, and about 304 people died. It's a huge accident. You may see the one documentary film. This website address YouTube. What went wrong in the South Korean ferry disaster in the New Yorker produced this YouTube. So by the influence and the consequence of this accident, Sewol-ho, our country has big changes. Directly or indirectly, the president of the country was impeached, and so many months the people get the demonstrations. Who is the responsible for this accident, and punish them, and rescue this ship from the 140, 50 meters sea water bottom. It took more than 8-10 months, and finally we take out this ship, and we stored this ship at the port, and investigate the reason. The main reason is same, very similar. Repeated the overloaded and misconducted for rescue operation as well. This make this disaster. So after this, the government, the new government is take a helm, and also there's many reform of the organization. Not only the MOF, but the public entity who are responsible for these ferry operations. Previously, the Ship Owners Association, they control these operations, and so they want load more ships and make more income. They disregarded the safety of the ship, and they deballasted the safety water, and they load more cargo on top, on deck, and they lost the stability, and finally the ship capsized. So I hope this will not continue in future. This is last accident, big accident in Korea, and this gives the lesson to the world and the shipping marine industries. to prevent the same accident. So consequently, our government and the MOF, they initiated the many count measure against the accident regions, and also they prepared R&D to prevent those marine accidents. Like the MOF and the government established a new system of maritime safety superintendent. This is the superintendent about the 40 government. They posted main port for the passenger ship operations, and they directly supervise and inspect the safety of the ship. This is new organization, and reinforced pre-sailing inspection of a ferry boat by KOMSA. Previously, I introduced one of the sample, the public entity, that is KOMSA. They inspect every ship before sailing, the safety checklist, and then they permit the sailing. And also the developing e-navigation system as a Korean type. E-navigation system is under development according to IMO initiatives. Many countries invest, but this one is Korean type. This is applied to not only merchant ship but the fishing boat. Fishing boat is not convention, international convention ship, but for the safety, further safety enforcement, especially fishing boat is weak, and the owner of the ship is very poor, have no money to invest for the safety, so government support, and then they equip e-navigation systems in the future. That's a huge amount, and the very effective project we anticipate. And also the government carried out the diagnosis of the sea traffic safety for all major ports. All the incident happen more frequently in the port area. When entering and sailing, there are more accidents. So the government carried out the diagnosis. Certain traffic lines is safe or not safe, or what is the hampering the safety of the ship operations, and then they find the lack of safety, the security, and then they correct them. Next one is ratified and implement international conventions such as ISM code, ISPS code, PSC inspection, and the Paris MOU, IMDG code, and the CIP, water ballast management convention, etc. The IMO, the Secretary General is Korean, and we actively involve the IMO, the initiatives, and we participate and prepare what the those conventions required. And another one is built a ship to control ships' CO2 emissions and meet the criteria of Paris Agreement for the reduction of GHG, greenhouse gas. Nowadays, we encounter the huge climate changes. That's mainly because of the CO2 emissions. So in the country, we prepare our own the scheme, our own plan to control the ship's CO2 emissions, and we hope the ship and marine transportation sectors they meet this criteria. And mainly the government and the KOMSA, they prepare this plan. Another one is operating GCOMS, General Information Center on Maritime Safety and Security, which provide necessary information among vessels and assist safe navigation. This is GCOMS is the one of the platform providing all the necessary information of marine safety. They develop the digital information systems and also they provide the typhoon, wind, and the waves, all those safety information they provide in a real-time basis. So it's very powerful and very effective tool for the safety operations. As it's the time to overlap what we have introduced and reviewed marine administrations of the Republic of Korea. I hope you have some insight and some the leverage how to prepare your own country's marine administration policy and strategies. When I prepared this lecture, I realized both the East Timor, Timor-Leste, and Korea, Republic of Korea, have so many similarities, shares common things, many things like South Korea, also island country surrounded by the water. Yours also same, and we have shared the same longitude and the same time zone, and also we divided south, north, you west, east, and surrounded by the big countries, China, Russia, Japan. You have neighbors, Australia, Indonesia, those relatively big countries. There's many similarities, and our policy, our strategy is go to the sea, and we find opportunities from the sea. So I encourage you to study and more in-depth research and benchmarking, and then you can make your national strategy of the marine administrations. And you're the oceanic country. We also oceanic country, but we made already big development the last 75 years long. But you have a very big potential. You are not. The land is relatively small country, but you have opportunity. We have a wide range of the ocean areas, territories. Please study the law of the sea, UNCLOS, and what is it, and how can we prepare, how we apply these laws, and also you recall what we have introduced and what the Korean have the footprint last 75 years from the empty feast, now very developed in terms of the marine industries. So I hope you have learned what you have expected. But if you have any questions, you can contact me through my email, and I always pray for your country's success and yours the development. Thank you very much for your attention. I really hope one day you come to visit Korea. Thank you very much. Bye.